Na mandhari njema mtazamaji, hujambo na karibu. Mimi ni Beldena Waliaula. Na uchaguzi wa viongozi wa chama cha mawakili nchini LSK umefanyika hii leo. Uchaguzi huu ulianza asubuhi leo, mawakili wakipiga kura katika mahakama tofauti kama ilivyo kanuni za uchaguzi huo. Mwaniaji wa urais wa chama hicho, wakili Kipkoech Banhari Ngetich, alipiga kura yake kwenye nyadhifa nyingine asubuhi katika mahakama ya Nakuru. Kipkoech akisema anaamini atashinda uchaguzi huo, na iwapo hatashinda atafanya kazi kwa pamoja na wale watakaochaguliwa kuimarisha chama hicho.
Your original passport. I therefore urge the members who have not yet come out to vote to please carry either their original national ID or their original passport. I did get wind of information by some colleagues that they were turned away while they had a passport, and I was able to have it addressed very quickly, because when you look at the passport, the bio data page, at the very bottom it also has your ID number. So members, you are allowed to vote either using your ID original or your passport original, because it also bears your national ID number.
We hope that a lot of our members can get this information out quite early. I know it was shared, but a bit more of sensitization would be good to ensure that anyone who comes here, they don't get disenfranchised because they have forgotten their ID cards. The other thing is that we just ask our members to be quite vigilant as they come to vote. Exercise your vote freely and fairly. The next 2 years will determine the way the Law Society is going to move. And so this is quite an important day for all advocates of the High Court of Kenya. Will determine the way we will steer the Law Society of Kenya. This next 2 years means a lot for us, particularly for the rule of law, to ensure that the bar of the Law Society raises itself back to a gold standard, and to ensure that we take care of not only the challenges that arise from members of the public, but as well as the profession.
As a presidential candidate, I am optimistic that I will win. If I win, I would be extremely diligent, I would be member-centric and very responsive. If I lose the election, I would support the incoming leadership. I would ensure that we have a society that is responsive. We struggle to have a united society. Long live LSK, long live members, long live Kenyan.
The elections so far are going on well, but a few teething challenges, like we found at the Supreme Court polling station. One polling station had some already rejected votes. I mean, there was a stamp from the IEBC that was saying rejected, and yet that was the first time the voters were being given their cards. I think the IEBC must up their game and do it correctly. But so far so good. We are happy that the turnout looks to be quite substantial. I think this is one of the best turnout, and of course it's because some of us were also admitted to contest in this election.
We've started our exercise in choosing our next representation at the Law Society and also to the Judicial Service Commission. So far, the exercise looks organized. There is good turnout, but not at optimum. We are hoping that later in the afternoon we'll have as many people as possible turning out to come and vote, so that they express themselves through the ballot. So the Law Society will prevail, and the best people will be chosen to represent them in their respective capacities.
Mtazamaji, sasa tuungane na mwanahabari mwenza